everybody. Welcome. Thanks so much for joining us today. As the coronavirus pandemic continues to spread throughout our community, Illinoisans continue to face uncertainty amidst this unprecedented time. Among the hardest hit by the coronavirus are small businesses, who are the backbone of our economy and deserve the support of the federal government while they're faced with extreme uncertainty. In the last few weeks, I've heard a lot from small business owners throughout the 14th Congressional District and have talked with them about what resources are currently available to them during this critical time, which is why I'm so excited to be joined by Mr. Robert Steiner. He is the District Director for the U.S. Small Business Administration's Illinois District Office. So he goes by Bo, so everybody knows. So Bo has been with the SBA since 2013 and currently leads the SBA's operation in our state. And prior to joining the Small Business Administration, Mr. Steiner served with the Department of Homeland Security's Federal Protective Service. In our conversation today, Mr. Steiner will provide an overview of the Small Business Administration's Economic Injury Disaster Loans Program that is currently available for all Illinois small businesses, and he'll discuss other resources that are available to business owners in our community. So, Bo, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and let us know what you're hearing from our small business community throughout the state of Illinois. Thank you again for joining us.
Sure. Yeah, Congressman Underwood, thank you for having me here today. It's really, I appreciate the opportunity. As you mentioned, my name is Bo Steiner, and I'm with the SBA's Illinois District Office here in Illinois. We have a small team, but we're wholly focused on responding to the current situation related to coronavirus and everything that's going on there. So, you know, we've got a team that's dedicated, and we are looking to help our small businesses, and I look forward to sharing more about the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program and some of the other great resources that are here in our state to help businesses navigate this challenging time.
Awesome. So let's start with the basics. So what is the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program?
Sure. So the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program is a program specific to disaster response. Now, typically it's more of like a tornado or flooding or a hurricane that drives this program, but in this particular case, because of the broad impact of the coronavirus, it's being made available in this particular instance. So the program itself is a direct loan program from the SBA. So normally you might think, hey, I'm going to go to my bank and get an SBA loan. In this case, you're coming directly to the SBA to apply for a loan. These loans can be up to $2 million with terms of up to 30 years, and the interest rate for small businesses is 3.75%. So, so it's a kind of long-term working capital program that's intended to help you as a small business owner be able to make payment on those obligations that you have to keep your business open, your payroll, your accounts payable, your lease, other fixed debts that you have to pay month in and month out. And one thing to note too is that, you know, it is a loan program, so it does have to be repaid, but we've set it up so the payments are deferred for 12 months. So we understand that cash is king and cash flow is king, and we want to make sure that people they're not adversely impacted by taking one of these loans to fill the gap right now while times are tough. So hopefully as we get to blue sky, you know, and things are better, then you're in a better position to afford making payments on those loans.
Awesome. And so are there any location requirements in order to apply for the loans?
No, so this is for any small businesses eligible. And again, unique to this particular crisis, the loan is available statewide. So any county is eligible to participate in, any small business in any county is eligible to participate in the program.
Okay, and so it's up to $2 million, you said, and is that a determination that's made by the applicant, or is that a determination made by the SBA and how much they get awarded?
So the decision is a combination of the two, really. So the applicant, when they're putting their application in, can put, hey, this is what I think I need now, and this is just looking out, this is what I project I'll need to cover the shortfall due to my revenue decrease related to the disaster. So the business can put that in, but then the SBA is going to do an analysis too to assess what the needs are. So there's going to be some, I would say, it's not really a negotiation, but they're going to take that information into account, what the business owner thinks they need, as well as information they can derive from the business's application.
Okay. So I think you touched on the eligibility criteria in saying that any small business in Illinois is eligible to apply for this type of loan. Is that correct?
So most small businesses, there are some excluded businesses. As an example, if you are a location that has video gambling, any business that earns more than 1/3 of their revenue from gambling is ineligible. Any business that's like a casino or a racetrack is ineligible. There is kind of a laundry list of other businesses that may not be eligible for the program. It's probably too deep to get into it in this particular context, but I would say generally speaking, most every business is going to be eligible, including sole proprietors. So I'm just by myself, I have an individual business. I still have those expenses that come in every month that I need to pay for. They are also eligible for the program.
Okay. So how do these loans differ from other SBA loans?
So a more conventional SBA loan, you would go to the bank. The bank actually works with you to go through the loan process and make the loan. And then what SBA is doing is we guarantee the loan against the bank's loss in the event that the loan defaults. So that's more of our conventional program. The difference here is that SBA is actually the loan maker. We service the loan. And so that's probably the biggest difference. And I guess the second piece is where you go to get the loan. So you're going to come to SBA, you're going to go to our website, and we have an electronic loan application process. So you're going to go there to put your information in. And it's a pretty streamlined process. So if you're used to doing a normal commercial loan, you'll see that the SBA's disaster loan process is much more streamlined. We ask for a lot less information. So we're trying to make it as easy as possible for businesses to get in there, get their information in there and get the loan process going so they can get into the queue, so to speak, because it's really first in, first out, right? The sooner you can get in your application in, the sooner you can get the SBA can make a determination, and ideally, the sooner you'll see the funds that you need to help your business.
And so what is the exact website that they should go to?
So if you go to www.sba.gov/disaster, that will take you exactly where you need to go in order to access the application online.
Awesome. Now, we also, in my conversations over the last couple weeks, particularly with the local chambers of commerce throughout my district, they shared that a lot of individuals aren't comfortable applying for loans right now. And I totally get it. It's tough to take out a loan and know that, there's no or such limited opportunity for revenue in the near term that they might not be able to repay once that 12-month period is up. And so can you talk about other resources for small business owners that the SBA is currently offering, given the realities of our economy in this coronavirus response?
Sure. So a lot of businesses are thinking right now about their overall strategy, not just kind of both, hey, what do I need to do to get through the next 2 weeks, the next 2 months, but longer term, what does my business look like, and what do I need to do now in order to prepare for kind of that future situation? That includes, do I go after a disaster loan or not? So we fund organizations that can help you through that decision-making process. They can provide you with business counseling, business and mentoring. First one I'd like to mention is the Illinois Small Business Development Center network. We have a tremendous network of organizations, community colleges, chambers of commerce, other nonprofit organizations that provide one-on-one business advising services at no cost to the small business. It's paid for through the government, through the federal and state, and a local host organization. So that's one really tremendous tremendous organization. They can help you with the application process too. They've been trained on it, as well as that more strategic, I am where I am right now, where do I need to go? There's also SCORE, which is an all-volunteer organization of mentors who similarly provide one-on-one business assistance, and they come from a broad experience level and can provide that to help you make these decisions. The Women's Business Development Center is another great entity. There's a Women's Business Center in Aurora that serves women business owners primarily. And then there's the Veteran Business Outreach Center, which also can provide this assistance. So we have really a rich resource environment in Illinois to help small businesses navigate this current crisis.
And so if the owners wanted to find those, do you have a place to search by like zip code or community?
We do. We have a local assistance location on the SBA website. It's at www.sba.gov/local-assistance.
Ooh, fancy.
I know we had the hyphen in there. But the other thing is you can always reach out to the Illinois district office too. And we have staff on board that can connect you to the nearest Small Business Development Center or SCORE, wherever you want to go to. And we can actually even help you kind of figure out which of those resources might be best for you. And if you want to reach us, we're at illinois.do@sba.gov.
Awesome. So as we close, how can people still support and uplift small businesses during these difficult times? So let's say we have a viewer that's not an entrepreneur, but cares a lot about this topic and is looking for some tips. Can you leave us with a few things?
Sure. I mean, what we've been doing in my family is, a lot of the restaurant, I use the restaurant example because it's pretty easy, but a lot of the restaurants are still providing curbside pickup and things like that. And we've been trying to make sure that we go to our local small business restaurateurs and pick up food and do other things like that. I think that's one way that you can continue to help drive the local economy and help people kind of, keep informed. Another thing is just to stay informed with good information. The CDC's website is great. SBA has a coronavirus site that has all kinds of information about not just SBA, but other resources for small businesses to help with their customers, their employees, things like that. So being informed is really helpful. I think it's just, again, if you have local businesses that are still open and you can take advantage of their services, everybody's seeing impact from this. So anything you can do as somebody is to go to those local vendors and take advantage of those services that they have.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much, Bo, for these tips. And we're all going to head to sba.gov/disaster, right? To get more information on the economic injury disaster loans. Thank you all of our viewers for joining us today. Please do reach out to my office. We're answering the phones 7 days a week. If you have any questions or if there's any way that we can help you, you can visit underwood.house.gov and sign up for our emails. We're sending up-to-date information constantly and about what resources are available and how you can keep you and your family safe. Just today, we released a new guidebook that has sort of a comprehensive listing of local resources and an update on what we're doing at the federal level to respond to the coronavirus outbreak. And so I would invite everybody to take a look at that as well. Thanks again to our special guest, Bo, and we'll look forward to the influx of outreach that'll be heading over to SBA. Thanks for all the good work that you do, sir, in serving our community. Be well, everybody.